All right, I want to make a video showing how I brainstorm through a new offer. I don't know if I'll ever release this. This is just for me. Maybe I'll look back, reflect, but if I do release it might help you guys out. So let's talk about it. So basically the goal is done for you sales consulting, all right? I've already done that with a few clients in the past, currently doing with one. My goal, just like big goal, 3-4 clients, very boutique, doing about $1 million a month total for the clients. Taking about 10% of that, $100K net profit to me. And I should be able to do that with relatively lean margins, 80, 90%. If it's literally just me, maybe I have like some ops people, recruiters, stuff like that. But anyway, so it's April, 30,000 in revenue this month. How could I do that? That's my thinking. How could I get to 3 new done for you clients? I'm already at 1 out of 3. So far what I've done to close clients, the funnel that's worked, it's all been organic. It's been people in my network. And first I would close them on somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000 for like, hey, I'm gonna come in done with you sales consulting for their team. I basically come in and do like essentially everything for them. They kind of watch shotgun, see what I do. And then they realize like, fuck, I really don't wanna do this. It's a lot of work. I can't do it at the level that he can. And then I upsell them and like, let's work together one-on-one on a retainer plus commission basis, right? So that's worked. I could sell 6 $5,000 consult packages to get me to 30K this month in terms of new revenue. And then if I just convert 1/3 of those back-end deals, so if I convert 2, I'll get to 3 clients, right? Here's the different ways I'm thinking about doing it. Ads, current clients that I have in different types of offers that I could maybe upsell and talk to them. Referrals from current clients, past clients as well. Email list. I've got a relatively well-sized email list. One second, I get some water. Relatively good-sized email list, but it's for B2C offers. So there might be someone in there. I mean, I could send out an email blast. I don't really think that's gonna be the best thing, to be honest, though. And then the other thing that I'm working on is partnering with coaches. So these are people who own masterminds, marketing agencies, adjacent services where people might need to have sales consulting, right? So they have to be working with business owners, right? So if I find a marketing agency, if they need marketing help, they probably also need sales help. So I can come and run free weekly calls for their company, not for the company, but for the clients. The clients see me as an authority expert, and then like naturally through conversation, they'd probably want to talk to me, get more help, and then I can just sell them on it, right? So like a different way to get clients. So I already have ads up and running. They're doing okay. I'm having trouble with the angles so far. I tested angles out to a few different industries: roofing, home services, real estate investors, coaches and consultants. There's definitely a big pain for roofers. I might do that, but the problem is I'll definitely need to deliver that in person probably, at least in the beginning, test it out. Coaches and consultants, I'm getting clicks on, getting some initial calls that I've had, but I'm not bringing the right people in. I'm bringing people in who don't even have an offer yet, right? So I'm working on qualifying that. Also getting people who are not coaches and consultants or agency owners. They do like health insurance, which at this time is not a sector I'm looking to serve maybe in the future. So that'd probably be the fastest way to do this. Well, I think I got to spend money on ads, and this time around I'm like, I don't really want to do ads as much, to be honest. I'd like to do this more organically, referral-based, stuff like that. Anyways, if I do decide to do ads, which I made in the beginning, and the reason why is because I'll be able to easier validate my offer, right? Because I can quickly test what people respond to. And if I just get on calls with people, not with the goal of trying to close them, but literally just to talk to them, I'll be able to hear their pain points, and I can redo all my marketing to fix that. Because right now I have an idea of like, hey, what the market's gonna respond to, but like, you don't know. Even though I'm in the industry, like I don't know until I talk to these people, right? So if I can just get on a call with them and I can hear their pain points and like what they're working through, I'll be able to redo all my hooks. It'll be way better. So I might just do that. The book a call funnel. So in today's environment, trust is so low that probably not something I'd want to stick with, but I know I can get initial traction with that, probably get a few sales, but more importantly, just start talking to people and then potentially go to like more of a group funnel where I would do like a free group first. And I didn't make this up, so I'm be very clear. I saw Taylor Chittister's doing this and it makes a lot of sense. Like I could definitely do that. Free group to paid, to then upsell and like just literally I'll give away my information, because like my goal isn't to like have people pay for information, it's to pay for me. Like I am the service, like just me, like I'm the one delivering on it, high level consulting and running the teams for them. So if I just give them the information away for free, they're like, wow, this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. probably want to work with him, right? If it's this good for free, like what would it be like to work with him? That's kind of the idea, right? Instead of like gatekeeping all the information, like we'll just give it out to people. So I could do that, but I don't think I'll start with that. Current clients, I absolutely have some clients that I would love to work with on a deeper basis. And I also know that they know other people that I could potentially do. So like that's kind of one of the things I'm thinking of for sure. I just have to structure in the right way where it's mutually beneficial, because like if I'm going to come in, I take a portion of the business, you know, I still want them to make enough money. And obviously I want to make enough money too, you know, so there's like got to be that envelope. Yeah. Okay. And then, so let's do this because I'm thinking about partnering with coaches. So I need to make a list of potential coaches I could partner with. All right. And so I'll probably have to like blur this out of the video, but I have one. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to blur this out. I'm trying to rack my brain for people that I think could do this. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to have to hit people up for my network, like literally, and then also spend some time finding people. But I have a few ideas right here. I already have one call scheduled on there. I don't have that. Let's see. And just so you understand, the idea would be this, and I did not make this idea up. I've experienced this when I've been part of other masterminds. Basically, the idea is they're a coach for something. Maybe it's like a marketing coach. Well, there are people probably have questions on sales, right? If I come in and I'm like the sales coach, they don't need to pay me, right? I can come and deliver value to their clients at a very high level and be the sales coach for their program for free. And then again, people are going to be like, oh man, this is hard. Like, can you help me hire setters? Can you help me out close? I'm having trouble managing them. I can then get them on one-on-one calls and close them. Potentially, with some people, maybe I give them a little bit of, the deal, to incentivize them. But at the very least, I'm coming and doing a free service for them. So it's like, instead of hiring a coach, they're going to pay, 5 G's to help with sales. Like, I'll help your clients for free. So it's like, it's a win-win. Who else can I do? I'm trying to think, because most of the people I know are in B2C. I need someone who's in B2B. Right? Because I only work with business owners. So, yeah, I'm going to have to cut all this stuff from the video. It's taking forever. Let's see. Marketing agencies. Yeah, and I might need to just do like cold outreach, to be honest, on that. I don't know if it's gonna be the most fruitful. Probably just research more. Okay, but I have a few people here I could absolutely hit up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. I got that. Let's think about the ads. So right now I'm getting pretty busy on the fulfillment side, right? Especially as I'm ramping a new client up. There's a lot in the beginning that has to happen, like hiring, stuff like that. So that's taking a good amount of time. However, as long as I just structure my day appropriately, handle fulfillment, like that's the main priority, is like getting results. Also, I'll have time to take some calls. Yeah, I think the biggest thing on the ads that I'm going to have to do, and I'm testing this right now. So I relaunched the ads. Like I was getting fairly okay cost per lead, especially for B2B, it was like $15, but it was the wrong people. So I retested. I'm doing instant forms because on instant forms, generally it costs less than doing an opt-in page. Like Facebook will usually do it for less. I've had good quality. People say it's not good quality. I've generally had good quality. The problem was, on my instant form, I was just trying to get people through to see, like, will they even click the ad? Like, does it somewhat resonate? But I didn't have a qualifier based on how much they're making. So I relaunched the ad today. Nothing yet. It's only spent like 50 bucks. And I put a new form in for how much they need to have. and I'm going to see if that works. I just thought something else would be obvious is I need to make ad with financial qualifier, like coaches above 20K a month. I don't want to work with anyone who's below that unless I'm like they're gonna have to pay me a tremendous amount of money to like build the offer for them. So I'll remake the ad like, hey, if you're a coach or marketing agency doing at least $20,000 a month, right? So if you qualify the ad, so both in the video and the body copy, Facebook will send out to a new audience. The only thing I'm concerned about is that that's definitely a smaller audience size. Like the cost per lead on that potentially could be like 30, 40, maybe like $50, you know? But the LTV on this offer should be very high. So like it could be worth it. It's just, I have to keep that in mind as I'm testing because, you know, I can't spend $300 like, oh, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's like, if it was B2C, I could spend $300 be like, hey, is this gonna be good? But if my leads are $50 and it costs me, I don't know, $300 per call, it's like, well, then I'm gonna have to spend way more to actually get accurate data, you know? What if my LTV on my customer is like 40 G's? Well, I'd spend up to 10,000 to acquire that customer. Because if I spend 10, they're gonna give me 40, like that's great arbitrage. So we need to have a lot more in the testing budget. Just the quality in general from ads is so dog, but it is the fastest way to get people in. So I'll probably throw a little bit more budget into this month. I don't know if I'll keep pushing it, just depends, but that's definitely an avenue. I need to look into that. So that's what I'll think about. And then partnering the coaches. So, okay, cool. So now that I have an idea what I'm gonna be doing next is I'm gonna go to my calendar and I'm gonna schedule this out. So I'll probably cut the video and then number one, I'm just gonna reach out to these people on my list, see if I can help. Number two, I'm going to go look at the ads, block out time in my day to relaunch the ads. This is probably something based on my calendar I will do on Sunday, relaunch them to start Monday, put spend behind it, $50 a day or whatever, and just keep getting data and then open up my calendar next week to make sure that I can take calls. I'm triaging them myself. I'll get them on closing calls just to figure out the angle. Obviously, if I close them, that'd be great, but that's the idea there. So, yep. Yeah, this is how I think through it, and I work backwards on the goals. And again, like it's too new that I don't know what all the other metrics should be. I don't know my cost per call, cost per lead. Like, I don't know these things yet. And I have to spend money and find out. Once I know them, it's literally a math equation, right? If it's going to cost me, you know, $300 per call, and let's say on this offer, because it's, you know, going to be a bit higher level, let's say I only close 20% on that, right? Well, it's like, okay, then, you know, if I want to get 6 of these, right? Obviously I got to factor in the show rate. So let's say I want to get, you know, let's grab my phone. Let's do some math. Yeah, all right, let's say it's 300 per call, right? So let's say I can take 50 calls. Let's say my show rate, business owners probably be higher, like 70%. And again, I don't know until I do this. 70%, that's 35 show. Let's only close 20%. That's 7 close. At 5 Gs, that's 35. That hedges for risk, right? So, okay, cool. Yeah, so 50 calls, but times 300 a call, you know, that's 15 grand, right? And then you got to think about the return on ad spend. So it's like, I spend 35 to make 15. It's like, that's not that good. It's profitable. But the thing is this, is that my goal isn't to sell these. I don't really care about that. It's to get people in. I really care about the back end. So if I convert 2 of those clients and then long-term, they pay me 40 grand and, you know, let's say I get 2 people, the lifetime value ends up being 40. Obviously, hope it's, you know, more, but just saying 80,000 and I spent 15 to get 80 divided by 15, it's a 5x ROAS. So that'd be great. Okay, cool. So now I got my plan. That's how I start to think through things. And biggest thing is like, just got to spend money and figure out, I have no idea what's going to happen. So the only way to find out is by actually doing it. Hope this helps someone out.